Welcome back to Improvision Entertainment. My name is Sundermun,
And I'm Ollie.
and this is Euro Truck Simulator 2. And we are getting ready to go on a little bit of a trip. I'm going to go out of my way to do certain things. Like, first things first, actually. Let us get the last truck that we can for the warehouses that we currently have access to. I believe this will fill up all of our warehouses. And so we will have to buy new warehouses or expand. I was thinking of expanding, like increasing the size of the warehouses I have. So you don't have any space left in your garages? I'm sorry, am I already wrong? Hold on. I thought it was... Really?
I read that as space in your grapes.
Let's see. Driver manager. View map. Oh, I can see where the drivers are. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait, so hold on. I need garage manager. So was I wrong? Are those garages both full? They're both full. Well then, I guess we will upgrade the garage. Upgrading this garage will add 2 extra slots for your drivers. Yep. Costs 180,000 to upgrade my home garage, and I don't have that. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. So we will actually put that off. Let me get out of this window for just a second. Hit the T button, attach the trailer. And now, we're going to go out of our way to hit this location, Gedser, because it's one of the last places we have to hit in Scandinavia. And we're going to double check for any question marks on the map that are not uncovered. Looks like I already went through there, got the recruitment agencies. Okay. Trailabot we're going to drive through, but that should be good enough. I don't see any question marks over there. We're perusing the whole map for question marks that we must reveal. Then we'll take the ferry. Oh, and I don't see the other side of the... No, wait. We're not taking the ferry? Or we're not taking the ferry?
Oh, I like the fairy.
Well, okay, that's 2 of the... Okay. So we will have 1 location left, Frederikshaven, that we need to hit for the achievement, which we were trying to do in this sitting and get that done. So, we're gonna get her done! As they say in America.
Good lord.
Four, 3, 1, which is nice. What's the 1? You hit somebody at the same time? You made a tie? Like, what's a 1 on that one? Oh wait, that was Molly saying that. 4, 3, 1?
Yeah. 4.3 to 1 ratio. He killed 4 and a third people every time he died once.
Oh.
It's just a reduced
I thought
ratio.
I thought it was a colon. I was like, what is 4, 3, and 1? But no, you said 4.31, and that makes more sense. More sense than I was making. Okay. Hey, Gertrude making money. Good on her. You know, she's doing what she loves. Gertrude, she was somebody I added like in the stream I think that you missed, and she looked like a grandma. I was like, well, I'm not gonna douse her dreams. Like, I'll hire her. Let's go. So every time I see Gertrude, I'm like, oh, it's Gertrude. Yeah, she's doing well for herself. This truck is not doing well for itself, though. Truck, could you speed up, please? Jeez. I think this remix that's playing is one of the silliest remixes in my playlist. Because it's actually from The Sims. So it's actually a remix in Simlish. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Physics!
Oh my god.
27% damage and 4% damage to cargo. Service immediately. Okay, hold on. I clearly don't know how to work those intersections, because I just went straight through.
That was amazing.
How much time do I have left on this? Trip time, 12 hours. Next checkpoint. I mean, I'm right here. I could turn around and get the repair shop. Because 27 is kind of a lot. What was I supposed to have done there? That's really the question. I can't tell when a thing is a two-way stop and a four-way stop, but I didn't stop, and I saw that the truck was not stopping, and I knew that there was no way that I was going to make it if they kept going, but I also knew that I couldn't stop. Like, oh man. To the left of my gear indicator down in the LED on my dashboard, my check engine light is on. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Had to clip that. It was just too good.
Oh no. I remember, I am not an expert, I am a professional. There's a difference. An expert is a person who knows all the things about what it is that they're doing and how to do it and how to do it well. That would be me doing technical support. But a professional is merely someone who gets paid to do what they're doing. and that's what I've gotten. Hello, Mr. Popo. Excuse me, I am damaged. The major issue is that I have some damage to cargo. That's always the concern. It's not so much that I busted the truck or the trailer, but like there's actual like 4% damage on the cargo. Now when I get... Okay, you know what? We're gonna go straight on. Yeah, red light violation. That's fine. I knew I was doing that one. That's what makes it okay. Speeding violation. You know what? Fuck all of you right now. What the hell?
Also, I think on that turn, I think that technically it's an invisible yield.
What's... Okay, I don't know what that is. What's an invisible yield?
It's a yield, but there's no sign.
Okay, counterpoint. I'm starting to realize, and it's one of those things I gotta pay closer attention to, especially when I'm doing Euro Truck. That, okay, you see like that truck pulled up to a kind of a stop point, and there were like triangles there. I think when you see those only on two sides of the intersection, that is a subliminal like two-way stop / two-way yield, and that's probably what happened. I was probably on the yield side, that was the side that was supposed to slow down and or stop. Ooh, that was probably one of the heftiest damage repairs I've had to do in ages. Except for maybe the other night when I turned over the other company's truck. But besides that...
Yeah,
I didn't
so
even...
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I went back and I watched the clip. I shouldn't have, because now I'm laughing again. The truck was actually on the side that had the markers in the road, so they were supposed to yield, so it shouldn't be a violation on your part. But that's what those four-way stops means for trucks. For people, I guess you just I don't really understand it. But...
Well, if it's a four-way stop, then everybody was supposed to come to a stop, and since I didn't come to a stop, it was their turn to go through the intersection, and I hit them. If it was a two-way stop, then I am glad that I survived, but also looking at it, I'm like, then yeah, that would have been one of those occasions where, well, actually, no, we're not going to drive back through it, are we? Because it was on the other road. I won't get another look at it. I guess I'll look at the clip later.
That is so funny.
I mean, in some regards, it was tragic while it was happening. I was like, oh no, oh no. And then, okay, so one of the times in this game, I got into, like, something went wrong with a guardrail I nicked it while carrying a heavy cargo behind me, or a special transport, and basically when all was said and done and the cab stopped freaking out, like it did a second ago, when it did that, I was on the wrong side of the guardrail from the highway.
Oh no! So you were just kind of like beached onto the rail? You couldn't do anything?
Yeah, the cargo was on. I believe the cargo was in the road, or rather on the like sidewalk side of the railing, and I was on like against a cement wall because it was one of those big slope walls in the city area. I can't remember what I did, but I think what happened was I either was forced to reload checkpoint, or I may have detached the cab, moved around back to the right side of the highway, and reattached. I cannot remember what happened. I may have had to. I think I figured out a way to get my truck far enough up the road that I was able to get it. I don't know. It'll be in the playlist eventually. Spoilers, but it'll be there eventually.
I love glitches like that, especially for simulator games that are supposed to be like as accurate as they can get. Then just wild things happen, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the joke with all the because there are two brands of simulator games. There's the simulator game like this that is actually simulating things, and then there's the simulator game that absolutely is not simulating things and is a physics sandbox of craziness. And a lot of people think that it's one or the other for both, but I think there's a place for Deer Simulator. I think it's hilarious. Hey, I don't know if I've seen a car on the road before that had its turn signal light on the mirror. I think that's a new car. Huh.
Nice.
Yeah, well, you can't really see anything at this time of night. Wow, it's almost like, like 9 p.m. and it's totally dark out. I'd get a ticket if I didn't have my lights on.
So a little ADD moment here. When you had your unfortunate accident, and your truck went bare, you were talking about the Simlish song, and I was trying to say that I like The Sims, and so sometimes I'll speak Simlish to my husband, and it makes him so mad. So I actually learned the Sims song so I could annoy him with it.
Ah.
I don't know why. I just wanted to tell you.
One of my favorites was from Sims 2 that I would use because it always sounded like I was making some kind of like son of a bitch kind of thing, because it would be like Flashadasha Christ. Mm-hmm. And every time I'm like, is he saying Christ at the end? That's what it sounded like he was saying. Flabasha Flaknapshnavada Christ.
Yeah, they do that in Sims 3 when you're cooking and you accidentally burn your food. They say something that sounds like dropping an F-bomb, but it's not quite an F-bomb.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What I have actually picked up a couple of songs because they were in The Sims, but I didn't know. I think starting in The Sims 2, they started doing things, or was it 2? No, it might have been 3. Starting in The Sims 3, they actually started getting like performers to re-record their entire song in Simlish.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, some of those songs in The Sims 3 and beyond are real songs. They're just re-recorded in Simlish.
Okay, because I do know that a lot of their songs, they are made to be extremely similar to current world songs, but I didn't know that they were the actual songs just in Simlish.
Yeah, and I don't and EA money too, so I'm pretty sure they are not covers. Like, they're actually redone by the band. Crazy money. If only we could get a Sims 5. That'd be nice. I mean, it took forever to get werewolves, and they look pretty good. And I was like, oh, look, I'm finally interested in The Sims 4 again. Wow. It only took forever.
Keep left, and then continue straight on.
Keeping left and continuing straight on. Oh, so how much did that mess up my time? Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I'm doing a World of Trucks. Didn't realize that. Well, everything is fine. So time is not a factor. We're cool. We don't have any question marks to pick up, but everything is fine. I hope everybody enjoyed my wreck. And as the viewer count looks like it's gone up, but who's to know with the Twitch way things are doing, please consider ! vote in the chat for voting in what the current poll is. And if you're watching later on the VOD, that will likely be a different poll tomorrow while this recording is still up. There you go. Molly has supplied you the link. It is a list of over 55 games / series that people have been wanting to see me finish or complete or start the next game in the series of on stream. And so that is what the voting is for. It will be continuing to affect what I'm playing for the rest of the month of August, so there is that. So it's not that your vote won't matter, it's just that I will be changing the poll to start picking for the month of September sooner rather than later. Soon TM. But not that soon. If I can feel confident in the poll, I will try and make the new poll tomorrow. So I can officially, because that's what I've started trying to get in the habit of, is like when I set the new schedule, like make that a day, either a Wednesday or a Sunday, that I'm ending one poll and starting the next poll. I'm just trying to think, like, I'm trying to make it a poll of games I definitely want to play. There are no wrong answers. So I have to, like, constantly reevaluate, do I really want to play this thing? And what's another game I thought of recently that I wanted to play that maybe isn't on the list? Type of deal. But currently winning in the new game poll, like what games, or the portion of the current poll for what games people might want to see me play on stream, is Stray. I don't know if I'm going to get to Stray at the end of this week or the beginning of next week. It's going to determine with how much my voice feels like it has healed by tomorrow. Because tomorrow is when I will set the schedule for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then on Sunday, I'll set it again for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I just realized that having my truck wreck that bad was basically like undoing an entire single regular delivery.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like 30,000 euros. 33,000 euros.
Oh, see you, Tech.
Oh, yeah, see you in the future, Tech. Hopefully in Rocket League. I haven't seen you on for many nights. I hope that pain hasn't been keeping you from gaming. Gaming is how I heal from pain. If it's possible. Nerves and teeth, not really a thing that you can heal beyond, but you know.
This pain's the worst pain.
Okay, I can go ahead and pass these guys. It's gonna be a little bit. Haven't seen me on yet. Oh no, we might be invisible to each other. Well, I'm not invisible. I pretty much never set myself invisible on anything, but.
Well, if he's console and you're PC or vice versa, it might be harder to get matches together in like a matchmaking setting.
I mean, luckily not. Rocket League is potentially the best at doing that. But also he is on PS4 and I am on Series X.
Ah.
So, I mean, crossplay is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Some of the crossplay servers are jank, though. This is the only reason I bring it up.
I mean, yeah, some of them are, but Rocket League is very much not.
Okay.
Like, Rocket League is, I would argue, the best and most seamless crossplay. Especially with how they, like, take into account, like, a little bit of your system specs and try and, like, whether you be PC or your current gen, like, the load time difference, they try and, like, punch you together with people who are in your load times, but even if they can't, they expand the search and yada yada. Like, it is at all times of day, and because of my sleeping situation, I have played Rocket League at all times of day, all days of the week, and I can confirm that you're not waiting a minute to get into a game. Very often, you're not even waiting you're not even waiting 40 seconds. Like, it's really short. And then if you do rematch, well, obviously it's quicker than that.
Oh, that's cool. I don't play Rocket League, so I wouldn't know.
Well,
But
I'm about to say it's soccer. It's football, but with cars.
Carball.
Sure. Wait, whoa, what is that weird lighting effect that's happening in the distance? It's trying to, like, display the bridge, but also not display the bridge?
The city's trying to render, maybe, but it's like, no, too close, too far, too close, too far.
Yeah, I'm not... Wait, hold on, is that a... Oh, wait, that's gonna be like a way station, hold on. I need to get the hell over. Yes, because I am the speeding now.
I see what it is.
Can I go straight? Is that a thing I can do? I can't read my signs up ahead. It looks like I got easy pass situation. God damn it! I was trying to slow down. That's another $1,300 I'm losing. This is all an in the hole money trip right now. Also, I'm still speeding. Why am I not slowing down? I had to like grab the cable for a second there with my other hand and make sure like did the controller become disconnected? Why am I not slowing down? All right. I do think I need to make a right up here. Well, not need to. I have chosen to because I'm trying to hit all the destinations on my map. Also, just realized I just realized one of my mirrors is missing. That happens sometimes. Happens when I start and end recording. Because one of the buttons in the game is also one of the buttons I'm using for Streamlabs. It's just in a different combination. So, is it too much information to say which country you were living in the wilderness of? Or countries, possibly?
Oh yeah, that's fine. So we lived in a lower part of Russia because my mom is from Ukraine. She's a Ukrainian trader, and she decided that she wanted to stay behind. Technically, with the lock of Crimea, she didn't have much of a choice. But she lived there with him because they were both traders at the time. Then he got caught up in some weird stuff, and we lived in the wilderness around there and lived off the land.
That is not a story I would say would be common to America. Like, I know some people go off and they live in trees, but usually they're kind of doing okay before that happens. Is that how things started for you, or did you have a home and then you went out into the wilderness?
Well, they had that land together before I was adopted into their family, so I don't know about their living situation before then.
I mean, like, basically, were you did you grow up out in the woods, or did you start in a house and then you ended up out in the woods?
Well, it was always a house. There was always a house there. It was just a house in the wilderness. It was like a 4 or 5 hour drive to any sort of civilization.
Yikes.
Yeah. So we did everything on our own. We didn't have power because power didn't go out that far. So for like keeping our stuff cold and stuff like that, we had an ice block that we would buy in the city and bring back out and put it in a hole in the ground and cover it with metal to keep our goods cold. And then when we needed to eat, there was woods like a mile outside of our house. We would go out there for about a week and do our hunting and foraging, and then we would go home and we'd be set for a month or so, and we'd just repeat the process whenever we needed to.
What did you do spare time? Did you read?
I would read and draw mostly, and we did have a little piano that I tried to learn on. I didn't get amazing at piano until later on in my life, but I had some basics down at that point. So
is it weird being in like what everybody else would describe as civilization, like for years after living like that?
At first it was a really weird culture shock. I had to get used to having water on demand to take baths. And that sounds stupid, but when you live in the wilderness, you have a short supply of water, so you mainly use it for drinking, and you really just bathe yourself as you get disgusting.
Right.
So. See,
that's the kind of thing I think about when like, I don't know if this is a weird, inappropriate analogy, but like, in Star Trek Voyager, they end up in the Delta Quadrant of the galaxy, and they come to learn that most of the civilizations out over there just don't have, like, there's just not as much water on their planets as there are, like, over here where we are in the Alpha Quadrant.
Right.
And one of the first things that one of the characters does on the show when they end up like being able to like live on the ship as a kind of like ambassador character, Neelix. He oh, hello. What's happening here? I'm getting a little bit of frame rate drop, and I almost was going too fast around. Oh, I thought that car was actually like stopped on the side of the road doing something. And like one of the first things he does is he just starts like he just fills like a bathtub full of water and like just is drinking water, like spewing it out of his mouth and like just enjoying the moment. And I'm just like, because you know, when you have a Starfleet ship and you can just like turn molecules into other things, you want for nothing. It's also kind of funny because canonically in Star Trek, generally people are not taking water baths and showers; they're taking sonic showers and stuff. So he was really going extravagant with it.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, I wasn't getting used to the city. That was my issue because, like, again, every once in a while we would have to go to buy certain things, like cedar, for instance. Like you don't use blankets to keep yourself warm in the winters because blankets can freeze. They hold moisture. You get wood. And we had forests, but the forests were
you stack
really
wood
wet.
on you, or you just mean like you start a fire?
We chipped the wood. We had to haul our wood, get it dried, and then make it into chips. We couldn't chip it ourselves. We didn't have a wood chipper. It was just way too much work to get the wood chipped for us. So we would just take our own wood, get it chipped, and bring it back and like cut open a lot of our bedding and stick cedar in it to help keep out moisture because the water would freeze
wood chipping. Oh, like
into the bed.
oh, that's I don't know if that would have been in poor taste to say, but I was just. But wood chippings is what we used to put into the I have no idea if this is inappropriate to say, Molly, before I say it.
What, like animal bedding?
Yeah, for the doghouses out back of the house.
Yeah, it's good because bugs don't like cedar or pine, and so bugs typically won't get into stuff like that. So that's another use for it. We kept stuff like that in all of our animal places, but it's good for us too. We don't have central heating or cooling.
Look at these nice houses. What is up with this location? Are all these people? Is this like Tropico, like Teamster style? Like they all just work at this dock? Like why are all these houses here at this dock? That's so weird. They were such nice houses. Sorry to distract the moment.
No, it's okay.
Turn right.
But we had a well, and we could get nearly unlimited amounts of water from it, but in the worst times of the winter, the well would freeze. So we would have to store our own water, and that's when baths became kind of like only clean when you're disgusting. So we would bathe like maybe twice a week, wash our hair once a week. I got used to taking baths really fast though, because I have germophobia, but at first it was difficult to get used to that, having unlimited amounts of water. I would always try to preserve, and then later realize I didn't have to.
Yeah, it's a little weird being in a situation where when it gets really, like the droughts are hitting harder here in South Carolina than they have been for most of my growing up. So to be thinking like, oh, I need to be careful with how much water I'm using because everybody should be thinking like California's dealing with right now. I'm sure it's way out of the weirdness category because for people living in California, but they have to like think about how am I supposed to make that turn? This is not the first time I've made this mistake. This is one of those learning experiences I need to have at some point. I'm going to very slowly back up into this car and hopefully not count it as a wreck.
I like how you're just pushing it out of the way.
Just nudging it away. It's fine. Everything is fine. So do I need to like go? Cause the sign's in the way. Like if I could just casually drive over the grass median a little bit, it wouldn't be a big deal. But like, and granted, that sign will only do damage to me if I hit it hard. But you know, I'd rather not hit the sign.
I mean, you are allowed to drive on medians if they're not concrete on the sides.
Well, I think we're making it. Oh, because I didn't say because you were in the middle of your story, but I did get 25 of 27 sightseer achievement when we hit that town. Yeah, we know where the last two cities are, and we should be finishing up Scandinavia in this sitting. Whoa, dude, whoa! You kind of came up kind of fast there and didn't let me over. You had a lane. You AI drivers need to learn about getting the hell over and letting people into the highway.
Yeah, that was kind of aggressive.
He was going real fast, but like at the same time, man, if you see somebody coming down off the ramp and you can get over, you can get over and just let them flow with traffic. What is happening on this bridge right now? We have a lot of interesting lighting. There must have been like a hot patch. There's a lot of interesting lighting effects that are currently happening in this sitting. Alright. Sorry. So, water freezing in the winter, I think is where we were? Or where you were?
Yeah. We were just talking about, like, I guess the culture shocks of it. But yeah, we weren't living like in a Stone Age kind of situation, you know, so we had some necessities. Technically we had power because we had generators and we were able to buy gas every couple of months. We didn't have a way to heat our house outside of fire. But we did have basic power, just no real supply of water outside of the small well.
Were all your showers and baths cold baths and showers?
No. We had this huge pot. It held like 10 gallons of water. And we put it on this extended fire pit. And we would heat it up. And then we would cut the fire and let it sit for about an hour. And then when it got cooler for us to sit in, we would bathe in it.
Oh.
So we had warm showers. Baths, but...
Oh, it was one of those situations where you have like a chain or something. You kind of have to pull some of the water on you when you need to like rinse off and stuff, or like how did you had pumping water or no?
No, we had the well was a pump. We would pump water, and then we would just take what we needed. So we could make 5 gallons of water between the three of us, last for a couple of days. And then what we would do is we would, with our 10-gallon pot, we would put about 2 gallons, maybe 3 of water in there. And we would make it hot to where it's like, you know, boiling hot to burn off anything that might be in there. And then we would rag bathe with like soap and stuff. And then we would just take some cups and rinse. And then if we still had clean water, sometimes, you know, we would just sit in the water and soak. Because, you know, you get really oily and dry sometimes and your skin just needs water. But we didn't do that often because we would use what's left of the water if we could to, like, clean our pets and animals too as needed. Or to mop our floors.
So, what am I looking for here? Shower's not like a euphemism. You mean like because you were doing it with wet cloths, and not like you weren't doing it with like water pouring out of a spigot from above you. Is what I'm saying. Like a shower head.
No. I say showers now because that's the word that I learned for the act of bathing. But no, it was a pot. We would take rag baths. We wouldn't get in the water because multiple people had to use it. And we didn't have a whole lot for bathing.
Okay. Because I was generally like, how do you make it do the shower thing is what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, we don't. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm trying to learn and not be like asking some ignorantly offensive question.
No, ask away. I don't care. That was a long time ago. So I do my best to answer as best as I can remember.
Alright. Making time pass? Oh, hey, that's enough money to upgrade the garage, but not put anybody in it. Garage manager. Upgrade garage. 2 extra slots. Wait. You didn't teleport me to the garage, did you? That would be very inconvenient. What is this loading screen?
Oh, no.
That would be well, actually, it would just yeah, it would be massively inconvenient, but like, what you're showing me the garage I purchased? You don't do that any other time I do the thing for the garage. Okay, so now it's a so now it's a 3-slot garage. You just doing this because it's my headquarters, or because I upgraded it? I mean, here we are, guys. We're just enjoying this garage right now. Okay, it looks like I'm still here. Okay. So now we need more money. Okay, so we're gonna be doing that a few times. Oh my God, where's reality? That was absolutely frightening. All right. Let's get up to speed.
Just made money.
Martin? Hey, look at Mark with the 13,000. Nice. Yeah, when I slept that time, I made like 60,000 euros. And Mark leveled up. Rock on. And I think it's starting to rain.
Oh, I can't tell. Oh, I see a little raindrop on your windshield.
Yeah, I can't tell if maybe we're at the end of rain or beginning of rain. I'm sure Europe feels like that sometimes. Is this the beginning of rain or the end of rain? Alright, how much time we got? So, oh, that's right, there is no time. Because we got that blue number, we're okay on time. Time does not matter. Time is not a factor. Be more along the lines of how long is the recording length, and each one of these is being about an hour, so, you know, we'll go with it. I think this is a very interesting tunnel situation, because this looks like we're going up underneath the water to come out from the water a little ways in, with a... Weird. So then we're on the bridge. Like, unless I'm misreading what's happening there.
Yeah, that's, there's a bridge over there underwater. Huh.
It's very neat. Okay. Clearly I need more oomph. I'm losing my RPMs. Oh, I just realized that there's a digital display for how fast... Wow, I bet I could read that if my monitor was either bigger or a higher resolution. But I just realized I can kind of read my odometer on the left side, and also... I'm pretty sure that's my speed in digital to the in the speedometer on the right.
Yeah, it is matching. You're going about 60, 65.
Oh, and the thing right above it is the clock, 14:08, and it just turned to 14:09, just like it does in my mini map. So that's clock and speed in the right. Left side is, I don't know. What do you think? Odometer and maybe temperature? I don't know. I don't know what that would be. I need to slow down. Let's not have it. No, I slowed down. No, everyone heard me.
It looks
Damn
like
it!
your RPMs. Yeah.
Hmm?
It looks like your RPMs, yeah.
Oh yeah, it might be. I'm still slowing down. Pay the toll, jeez. Feel like all I do is cost the company money, but in actuality, being able to progress time means that I make the money. I cause the money to happen by progressing time. Okay,
Keep right. And
so keep right and then exit right. Okay. Oh right, we gotta step off in Trelleborg, or however you say it.
then turn right.
If you know how to say it in the chat, please correct me, or if Molly knows. Hey, Richard O is leveled up. And then we get some Kirby. So, I assume you were hunting with rifles and such?
I used traps. I wasn't allowed to touch guns. We would set up traps, and then in a couple of days go check the traps. I did fish traps, and I did tree traps, where you put out certain, like,
Take the
baits,
second exit.
and then when the animal steps in the baits, it pulls up nets.
Oh, and this car is gonna make my left-hand turn
Exit
complicated.
now.
Okay. They let me pass through. Good, good, good. Sorry, go on.
It's fine. That's how I dominantly hunted. We didn't really need to hunt a whole lot just because we had our own cattle for meat, but sometimes if we were running low, we would have to go use meat. We did fish hunt all the time because fish is easier to keep. It sounds crazy because fish spoils, but it's like it cooks fast and there's not really a lot of leftover, so
Right.
it's easier to dispose of.
There's some real fisher people in the northern portion of my family. Like everybody up north fishes, and they go to Canada once a year to go fishing.
Oh. Yeah, my brother and I used to go deep sea fishing a couple of times a year, but we no longer have our boat. So we don't really fish anymore. I used to be pescatarian.
At the ground.
It was after the wilderness part of my life, but I was a pescatarian because of my for my blood disease. It was just easier on my body.
Exit now.
Dang that sign.
Go straight on.
Looks more natural if there's an occasional sign that's leaning over. So I think that you did good.
You know what? That is actually so true. Every once in a while, you see a sign that just looks like, what happened to you? Did like a car fly through, or did like what? Or like just a very strong specific wind gust. Like, what happened to you, sign?
Yeah, like that sign has seen a real adventure recently.
I wonder how much the world keeps track of stuff if you're doing caravan things. I'd be interested in trying caravan with somebody. I don't know what all it entails. I don't know how far away you can be away from each other on the map, or if it doesn't really matter and you can just talk to each other while you're both playing. Like, I don't know the specifics to how that works.
At the roundabout.
I have no idea. Oh, there was a guy who raided into you a week or so ago.
Now.
The Luby person, I don't remember his whole Twitch name, but he was actually doing this on multiplayer with someone before, and they were a pretty distance apart, and they could still communicate with comms.
Oh, neat. I wonder if, like, how do you do, like, the time discrepancy? Like, do you both have to sleep at the same time? Like, there's certain, like, Minecraft-style questions I have about how, like, it functions.
think so. I'm not sure how it worked because the person he was playing with was ahead of him and he waited for him while he stopped. So I don't really know what kind of discrepancy there is for that.
Hello, Captain Soja.
Hello.
It is like your day off, right? So, if you want to jump into voice chat, you can. It's me and Molly. I am just trying to get the last bits of Scandinavia. I believe I will have one city remaining after this trip is done, and then I will have chat decide where I'm going to be taking Scania trucks, because Scania trucks, taking a shipment of Scania trucks from Scandinavia to, I will let the chat decide anywhere else. Preferably we'll go for the most money per distance, but otherwise, and that will probably be how I will top off the. Hold on, do I need to stop? No, I don't. I got gas and okay. Don't need to stop. Everything is fine. I feel like rest areas are a lot less frequent in Europe than they are in America. Probably has something to do with roads being a new feature to how long all of these buildings have been here. Wait, what is it? Wait, I'm sorry, Captain Soja. What is a war crime? Confusion say. Roads have been around forever. Cars are the new thing. Well, I'm okay. Streets, whatever is the new terms. Taking the trucks? Oh no. We will be shipping trucks. We will be a truck shipping trucks. Man, if there were crimes, that would be where the money is. But also, clearly the cops are omnipresent, so I cannot escape them, so I don't know how I would do crimes in this game. Not like Elite Dangerous, where I'm like, ooh, people are clearly the most money. And it's true. People are a lot of money.
I haven't played Elite Dangerous in so long.
Same here. I have fond memories. My biggest trouble about Elite Dangerous is really that, man, if you want to make the good money, have a good time, like in a tripping like this, is like the same thing with Euro Truck Simulator. It's like, man, you can just be on the shipping lane for a long time, and then one thing goes wrong. Some criminal tries to interdict you, or you pop out a little too close to a star, or you miscalculated where your next fuel jump was, or something. I went on a long-ass trip for, I think, an achievement that took me like 5.5 hours of flight time and lots of jumps, and I think I got attacked right near the end of it. Captain, so American Truck Simulator has a coyote mode? I'm sure there's a mod for it, sure. But no, there's not really crime shipping, you know, they're kind of just vanilla shipping games. We were talking about Elite Dangerous, which is space trucking. Depending on how you play. How me and Rob and JG all play it, it's space trucking.
Yeah, that's not how I played it. I just found police officers and like I just had a war. That was my favorite part.
Oh my god, why did you slow down? You could have made that! You fool! You ruined it for everyone, and I didn't take damage, question mark? I did slow the hell down, though. See, the AI is not the best. The AI is clearly better in, like, a Grand Theft Auto. Shipping people is where the money is at. Yes, in Elite Dangerous, Captain Soja. When you're space trucking in Elite Dangerous, that is where the money is at. I mean, I imagine shipping people for real is probably also where the money's at. And also, if you could do it in the truck games, it'd probably be where the money is at. I don't actually know what the payout is on, what is it called? Headhunting? I mean, I wouldn't... In real life, I wouldn't do it because what the fuck morals? Of course you wouldn't do it. But video games? It's where the money's at. I'm just saying. Shipping people. It's where the money's at. Cooking your entire ship by making it so that you don't have any external gases coming out as you try and dock with your illegal shipment so that nobody can trace that you're, like, scan you properly. Track you coming in. Like, that's a whole mechanic in Elite Dangerous. Shoot the little canister out with just the heat in it and not your stuff and hope nobody notices so that you can not entirely fry your ship on the inside. That's Elite Dangerous.
Go straight on.
Molly, I gotta say, I was very terrible at the space combat in Elite Dangerous. I wanted to be better. I kept building better stuff, but I could not figure out, like, how to gauge what the level difference between me and enemies were, and just to figure out if that was, like, the factor that was actually making it so I would basically always lose.
Well, yeah, I wasn't good at it either. I just said I liked it.
Ah.
Yeah, I played multiplayer with one of my friends, and he had that really big ship that had, like, little ships in it. It was like a little mom ship with some baby ships. And
probably a cruiser or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just get in the baby ships because when those die, you just pay like a little pocket change, and they're back. So I would just keep those ships going the whole time, and you rack up a lot of money when you're fighting the law enforcement too. So it's a decent way to make money. Yeah.
Because I was thinking illegal cargo from where... Because you know, sometimes you play a game for a while enough, and Captain Soldier's right that it's both elite and dangerous. Elite is, I think Elite 1 and Elite 2 are both very old PC games. Elite Dangerous, like, I think is the third one in the series, but it's like 25 years after the original games came out. Yeah, I could never survive. I only tried the combat stuff in like the base level ship, which is why I always questioned whether it was a case of not having, you know, good enough gear, basically, being low level. But I never felt confident enough, like I was properly tracking enemies and hitting them when they needed to be hit, and so I just did the space trucking, and I had fun doing it. But it's kind of this, but in space. Though there is a certain level of exploration which is fun, where you go out, you can go off in a direction and like find like asteroids or mine things or scan planets that nobody's been to, like try and get to like faraway systems that nobody's visited. And if you're the first person to scan a system, Captain Soja, in your cross-play version of reality, which I think Xbox and Windows can play together. And I think that might be it. Last I checked. But you get your like gamer tag assigned as the person who discovered this location, which is pretty cool. Oh. Yeah.
Cool.
If you ever wonder why all the Elite Dangerous things said discovered by and then like have a name, that's excluding the stuff that's like, you know, to Sol system, like that was discovered by actual astronomers or something like that. If you have discovered and named a planet or a moon or something like that, then it gets tagged as discovered by you. I remember I went off on a quest one time to find the other binary star, because I was like, why has nobody scanned this binary star? You know, because I wasn't thinking science-wise. Like I'm like, oh, I'm going on an exploring type thing. Let me go and see about like this star. Oh, it must be really far out of the way. Well, you know what? I've got news to watch, so I will just fly in this direction forever until I get to this star. And I forget what it was. I think it was like somewhere at around, like I've been flying at it for like 70 minutes or something. And I was now like 130, 180, I think, light seconds. I'm not really sure. I don't remember my distances. I was a decent far away to where the other star, which was white in the distance, that's your first telltale sign, it was white in the distance, had gone from being like a pixel big on my screen to being like 16 high definition pixels big. And then as I approached it, I started approaching it faster, and my ship started to heat up, and I was nowhere the fuck near it. I was going through, I believe, not a pulsar, wait, neutron star. Super fucking dense. It was heating me up from amazing distance away. And I was like, oh shit, that's why no one scanned it. Oh shit, because they can't get close enough with their scanners.
Wow.
Because that's what's left when a star is still a star, but it, like, blows off all of its chunks except for just the neutron parts of an atom. And it becomes very dense and small, which was the other thing. Very dense, very small. And that's what I was dealing with. And it was still a fun experience to talk about later, like I just talked about it again. But, like, me going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like, the only way you could scan that would be to do the Star Trek 4 maneuver, where you'd be going fast alongside of it, not at it like I was, so that you could try and not cook yourself while slingshotting long ways aside it, maybe, possibly, is the only way. I was like, I want to come back for that star. Captain Sosa says, yes, failed to become a black hole. I'm like, yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
It's
super
not
dense,
big
but
enough. Yeah.
yeah. Little white bastard, yeah.
Man, I kind of want to play Elite Dangerous again, but I have no one to play with.
I play with you. Are you on computer?
I have it on PC, yeah. I don't really have anything on my account though. Again, I always played on our friends, and I always borrowed their ships and stuff because I think I just had the starter one.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to starting over. I know it goes on sale a lot. I have repeatedly wondered if the PC version could easily run on this box while I'm streaming, because, man, Elite Dangerous on PC at least allows for a lot more visual mods than the console version does, and you can make your ships look really nice.
You can, but
oh, I'm almost at my destination.
Also...
Go straight on.
Nice. That game also uses a lot of power, so
you're
have
not
a pretty
wrong.
beefy setup.
But I think if you have the, I don't remember if it's just the Windows version or if it's PC version, like if it's Windows and Steam. But I know that, like, a PC version of the game does play with the Xbox version. I have both the Xbox and PlayStation 4 versions of the game, so that would solve that problem. Then I just AverMedia and everything would be fine.
I have the PC. I have it on Steam, so.
Yeah, we'd have to check. Oh, but then again, like I said, it goes on sale all the time. So, and you are getting an Xbox soon, right? So, or quote unquote soon.
I'm going to try to.
Yeah, if you've kind of been PlayStation for a while, or if you've been PC for a while, and you're thinking about getting into console games, the Series X is a really good buy for all the games you get access to, especially if you pick it up with Game Pass.
Yeah. I've had a weird journey with consoles, because I was a Nintendo for a really long time, and then I got the first Xbox, and I absolutely loved the game lineup for that, so I got a 360. Absolutely loved those games. And then when Xbox One came out, I wasn't really fond of those games. I had a PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, and then I saw the lineup of PlayStation 4 games, and I loved that. So then I moved over to PlayStation, and I haven't been back to Xbox since. But I'm liking the lineup of games so far for the Series X. So
yeah, and if nothing else, it includes all of the Xbox One games can be played on it, and some of them can be played at like the best quality. And then of course there's backwards compatibility for not everything. You know, that's why I linked you. Oh wait, were you in the chat when I would link you a link the other night? I gave you the backwards compatible list.
I think I saw you link it, but I think I saw it right as I was closing down my PC, so I didn't actually save it.
Okay, that's what I was like, well, she's not responding, so maybe I'll have to remember to paste it later. And then, I didn't remember to paste it later, and like tag you in the Discord.
It's okay.
How do I?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can just type into that list and see if a game you still have access to or bought digitally is part of the backwards compatible, and if it is, you just download it and then you have it. Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to do what? Okay. I mean, I can do that, theoretically. I'm gonna have to get past this. Hello? Oh, wow. I just pulled my mom. 1 second. I'll never let her forget about smacking the front of the end of the car backing out of the driveway at one time. Okay, what? Unfortunately, I'm interacting with a binding box that does not equate to what I'm moving. Like, I'm not physically touching the object, and so I can't tell that I'm hitting it. Alright, let's try that again. Slower. Like, even being able to see my mirror doesn't make any difference because I'm not... The two objects are not interacting with each other, so I'm like, what part of that is quote-unquote hitting? Okay, I think I made it. Alright. Now I have to go over here. I asked them where they wanted it, and they told me, and they were like, can you put it into this very difficult to get to location? I'm like, yeah, or maybe, possibly.
Ooh, nice.
Oops, nope, not quite nice enough.
There's a game that I
didn't give myself enough room to turn the cab of the car of the truck when I did that.
Oh no. Are you trying to park on that spot that's blinking in the back?
Yep. It's with about 4 foot clearance in front of where the truck cab is supposed to go. Yep, that's where I'm trying to get to.
Oh no. I see.
Yeah, I want something like this. So then I can swing the cab hard. Oh, are we gonna hit? I think we're gonna hit. Because basically I want... Yeah, I wanna like... Oh my god, I did it! Woohoo!
Nice.
But I'd say, it's just an alignment thing for the truck, but once you've played long enough, you go... You only need the actual cargo to fit in that space and not... Oh yeah, I got a little damage penalty. Hey, I made it to another level, though. Because way at the beginning, I freaking just got T-boned. Alright. We don't have enough money to do anything else, so I guess that's ending this recording. For anybody who's watching later on YouTube, I would like to thank you... Well, we would like to thank you for watching. This has been Euro Truck Simulator 2. I've been Huntermun.
I'm Molly.
And we will see you in the future.